Okay, Assalamualaikum and greetings. Okay, in this video, we're going to take a look at the nomenclature for both alkene and alkyne compound. Right before we proceed, a few things that we need to aware of. That both of alkene and alkyne, they are considered as unsaturated hydrocarbon. Because in alkene we'll have the C double bond C, while for alkyne we have C triple bond C. Both of them is considered unsaturated because we have the ability to break down the multiple bond and then we're going to convert it into a single bond. So the idea is based on priority, we're going to consider that alkyne has much more priority compared to alkene, which means that if there is two functional group which comprises of alkyne and alkene in one structure, we're going to consider alkyne as the parent. So to this state, okay, if we want to arrange it between alkyne, alkene and also alkene, again alkyne will have the first priority, followed by alkene, and finally alkene. Okay, jadi kena ikut turutan ni lah. Okay, alkyne, alkene dengan alkene. So any alkyne compound will end up with -ine, while for alkene end up with -in as for the suffix. Okay, jom kita tengok contoh yang pertama. Okay, the first question is coming out from CHM 257, December 2019, part A, question number 3. Okay, I'm referring to this question because this question is the basic one. Okay, let's say you are given two compound. Okay, you are given two compound to be identified. Question number 3, illustrate the condensed structural formula for the following compound. Okay, again I will to show that this is was taken from CHM 257. Just nak bagi tahu paper 257 ke 258 is quite similar. Okay, jadi since for CHM 258 kita ada very limited questions, only 3 semester, you might also can refer to CHM 257 for practice. Alright, soalan yang ni. Okay, macam biasa whether you want to convert it into a structure or you want to from the structure you want to convert it into name, benda pertama sekali, okay, kita akan lukis adalah bahagian parent dia dulu. So in this case you are given 2 heptine, okay, identify the suffix -ine, meaning that it is a triple bond. Okay, hep ni adalah 7 carbon, so we might as well lukis 7 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, number 2 indicates the position of the triple bond. So pada carbon nombor 2. So in this case you can number it from left to right or right to left. So I decided I'm going to start here. Okay, this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. Okay, so at number 2 we have the alkyne, which is represented by a triple bond. Remember the lower number will attach to the higher number. Jadi maksudnya bila tulis 2 sini dia akan jadi 2 dengan 3. Kalau 1 dia akan jadi 1 dengan 2. But normally if the functional group is located at the first carbon, biasanya kita tak tulis. Okay, kita tak akan tulis. Okay, so in this case pasal dia bukan kat nombor 1, nombor 2, so we going to write it as 2 heptine. Ada alternative, you can also write it as hep 2-ine. Right, this is also acceptable based on the current IUPAC system naming. Okay, selesai dengan parent. Let's take a look at what are the substituents attached to it. We have carbon number 5, we have the methyl group, and at number 4 we have the isopropyl. So number 4 lies here. Okay, ada berada kat sini. Jadi dekat nombor 4 ni kita ada isopropyl. So isopropyl is consisted of 3 carbon attachment which it attached to the second carbon. So bentuk dia macam ni, macam bentuk Y ni, 4. Dan kat carbon nombor 5 pula sebelah dia kita ada satu carbon, a methyl group consists of CH3. So inilah structure untuk A. Okay, kita berjaya lukis. Alright, moving on to B. B, 5-ethyl 3-octane. Again, we take a look at the parent chain first, octane, and then number 3 indicates the position of the triple bond. So octane, oct referring to the 8 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, ada 8 carbon. Dan triple bond terletak dekat nombor 3. Sekali lagi if it stated number 3, meaning that it attachment with the higher number, dia mesti triple bond tu berada antara 3 hingga 4. Okey, bukan 2 hingga 3. Okey, 2 hingga 3 ada dah salah pasal dia mesti nombor yang lebih besar. So macam ni juga kita boleh labelkan ni ikut kesenangan kita. So I chose to write it from the left. So the carbon will be looking like this. Cukup 8 carbon. And between position number 3 and number 4, there is a functional group, which is a triple bond because this is an alkyl compound. Then at carbon number 5, we have the ethyl. Ethyl referring to the 2 carbon attachment of the alkyl group. So kita tambah saja 2. Okay, ingat this carbon here, which I label right now, yang saya tunjukkan bulatan sekarang ni, belongs to the parent. It does not belong to the substituent. Okay, jadi sekarang ni ini adalah nombor 1, nombor 2 daripada kumpulan ethyl tadi. So this will be the structure of the alkyl compound that we are looking for. Okay, jadi ini structure dia. Okay, seterusnya. Okay, this was taken from session December, session 258. Okay, kod yang sama sekarang ni, December 2019. Part A, question number 3. Okay. Oh, by the way untuk paper 257 atau 258 ada 2 bahagian Biasanya part A, okay, part A consists of 10 questions, while we have another one which is part B. Part B biasanya ada 2 soalan saja. Alright, setiap satu soalan daripada part A ni maka dia adalah 5 markah. Yang ni pula untuk 2 soalan ni biasanya adalah 10 markah, part A dengan part B. Jadi boleh refer ke IQPS untuk tengok soalan-soalan ni. Alright, these questions, just now we take a look at alkyne, now we take a look at alkene. Alright, the first structure is 1-bromo 4-methyl cyclopentene. So sekali lagi kita akan mula dengan melukiskan parent chain dulu, iaitu cyclopentene. Cyclo indicates the structure in the cyclic form, while pentene is a 5-membered carbon ring. Okay, so kita akan lukiskan dulu 5 carbon dalam bentuk ring, which is the cyclopentene. And we need to have the double bond. So double bond mana kita nak ada ni? Ada 5 ni. Okay, in this case doesn't matter where you want to put it, because kat mana anda letak double bond tersebut, it will be assigned as the first carbon. So katalah saya payamkan ni, saya nak letak kat mana-mana saja. Katalah saya letak di sini. Okay, jadi sekarang ni nombor 1 berada pada satu sisi, diikuti dengan penghujung double bond yang lain. So whether you want to draw it clockwise or anti-clockwise is depending where you put the double bond. So in this case it will be number 1 and number 2, and then we're going to continue. It must be continue from carbon number 2, and it will be assigned this number, the number like this. So sekarang ni ada cyclopentene. So take a look at the substituent, which is position at carbon number 1 and carbon number 4. At the first carbon, we have bromine as substituent, and at carbon number 4, we have a methyl group. Methyl group is a CH3 group, okay, and an alkyl group there. So guys, this will be the structure, right? To smooth the structure, okay, you might as well delete lah. Sama ada anda tulis nombor carbon tu ke tak, it is optional. Tapi jangan terlalu menyemakkan jangan terlalu menyemakkan structure yang telah diberi. Okay, if you draw the structure like this, it's okay. Even if you want to number it, make sure untuk panduan anda sahaja. Tak perlu terlalu besar sampai mengganggu lukisan tersebut. So this will be the structure. 1-bromo 4-methyl cyclopentane. Okay, if you look at the structure, it is similar just like the answers for the previous question. Jawapan dia simple, secara straightforward sahaja. Okay, untuk soalan yang berikutnya B. Okay, this is quite special because we have a special prefix at the front which is trans, which indicates that this structure having a geometrical isomerism. Kita tidak bincangkan geometrical isomerism topik sebelum ni, tapi for this example, as you can see here, we have the trans. Okay, I'm going to put the trans, the last one, macam biasa. I will draw the parent chain first, which is heptene. Okay, so how do we draw this? First and foremost, we're going to draw a 7 carbon chain structure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then as you can see here, the alkene is located at carbon number 3. The name of the structure can also be called as 3-heptene. This is based on the old convention name. Alright, yang penamaan yang baru adalah heptene. The number is belong to the middle part of the parent chain. Okay, to indicate clearly kat mana alkene tu terbentuk. So in this case, if we number the chain, okay, we might want to assign carbon number 3 is located between the double bond will be located between carbon number 3 and also carbon number 4. So double bond dia berada kat situ. And then other than that, we have at number 3 and number 4 also we have the bromine attachment, Br. Okay, let me draw this back again to you guys. Okay, the structure will be looking like this. Okay, saya padamkan dulu sedikit yang mengganggu structure. So anda nampak lukisan begini kan. Jadi how do we identify the structure in the trans configuration? Alright, this depend on how you put the bromine atom at the double bond chain. So sekarang ni trans bermaksud opposite. Okay, which means that okay, we're going to refer to the position of the bromine which is bonded at the double bond. Alright, one bromine is being assigned, is being drawn at the lower part of the structure. Satu lagi adalah at the upper side of the structure. So satu di atas, satu di bawah. Jadi ini menjadikan diorang bertentangan. Okay, bila diorang bertentangan, will be considered as trans. Satu lagi cara untuk melukis structure ni. Okay, kita lukiskan 7 carbon, double bond located between carbon number 2 and number 3. Sorry, carbon number 3 and number 4. But then you can also draw the bromine di bahagian bawah double bond. Alright, in this example, as you can see here, both of the bromine is located at the lower part of the structure. You can also the bromine both located at the upper structure. If the bromine is located at the same level, this will be considered as cis. Alright, just now we have the trans. So based on the question, kita nak lukis trans, jadi ini adalah structure yang kita nak. So if you want to name the compound, this will become trans 3,4 dibromo heptene. Kenapa dipanggil trans? This is because the bromine located at carbon number 3 and the bromine located at carbon number 4 is positioned at different level. Okay, satu ada dekat bawah dan satu ada dekat atas. That's why kita panggil trans. Right, 3, 4 menunjukkan posisi bromine, manakala heptene adalah, hep3 merujuk kepada kedudukan double bond bagi parent name. compound ditunjukkan. Alright, which means that if you draw the structure in cheese configuration, so jawapan ini adalah tidak begitu tepat. Okay, please be aware on this. Identify whether it is cheese or trans. Ingat cheese if they are positioned between the same level. Sama ada bromine tu adalah berada di belah bawah atau kedua bromine berada di belah atas, this will be considered as cis. Okay, untuk jadi trans, satu berada dekat atas dan satu berada dekat bawah, this will be considered as trans. Right, this atom will be considered as cis and trans if they are positioned on the double bond structure. Okay, lastly, we are referring to the session 258 June 2019, part A, question number 3. Okay, for this question, it's quite special because we have multiple functional group in this structure. So, untuk 3A misalnya, okay, untuk 3A, okay, syarat ni, okay, you need to pay attention on this. Let's say we have both alkene and alkyne in the same structure. We know that alkyne has the higher priority, therefore the name of the parent should end up with "-ine". Okay, however, for this example, what about numbering? Alright, this is only special case for alkene and alkyne saja. Okay, especially for alkene and alkyne only. And untuk gabungan yang lain tidak boleh digunakan konsep ni. Okay, however, the double bond will give the lower number of the starting position. What I mean was, okay, kalau kita mulakan penomboran daripada kanan, alright, the triple bond will be located at the third carbon and the alkene will be located at the sixth carbon. Kalau kita nak tukar numbering ni, katalah letak nombor 1 dekat alkene, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, in this case, the alkene will be positioned at the first carbon while the alkyne will be positioned at fourth carbon. Therefore, in this case, we're going to take the lower number of any combination that we can come up with. Okay, kalau macam tadi, kalau kita mulakan daripada sebelah kanan tadi, okay, yang paling awal dijumpai adalah karbon nombor 3. Okay, tapi kalau kita mulakan daripada kiri, first multiple bond will be found at karbon nombor 1. So in this case, we're going to use this numbering, okay, to assign the correct name for our compound. However, again, I would like to highlight that walaupun the numbering starts closest to the alkene, the name of the parent chain will end up as alkyne because alkyne has higher priority. Okay, as you can see here, we also have substituent located at carbon number 2 and also number 3. Tapi macam kita lukis tadi, macam kita lukiskan structure tadi, we're going to start off with the parent chain first. So ada 7 carbon, kita akan lukiskan 7 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 7 carbon okay, 7 carbon is heptane. Since it is an alkyne, okay, which is positioned at carbon number 4 and number 5, so we can also name it as hep4-ine. Okay, nama dia adalah hep4-ine. Dan kita ada substituent dekat 2-methyl and also 3-isopropyl. Saya tandakan this is 2-methyl and ini adalah 3-isopropyl. Okay, what about alkene? Adakah kita nak letak satu in? Alright, for this structure is quite special because if you have both alkene and alkyne, the alkyne name will be inserted inside the name of the parent. Alright, macam substituent biasanya dia akan diletak di hadapan nama parent, but for multiple bonds such as alkene and alkyne, we're going to insert the name into the parent name. So earlier we have for iron. Okay, if we insert the alkene compound, if we insert the alkene compound, it will be looking like this. It will become Hep 1 in. Okay, it's supposed to be like this, but then we're going to remove one of the E because it is acting as the substituent, and we're going to continue to write down the parent chain, which is 4-ine. This name also, since it is located at first carbon, we can ignore the first carbon, then it will become heptene 4-ine. Therefore, this will be the parent chain. Alright, don't forget to add your substituent, which is just now, okay, 3 isopropyl, 2 methyl. Please take note, the two methyl will be positioned at the second because we are comparing letter M with letter I. Alright, we're going to arrange them based on the alphabetical order. So the answer will become 3 isopropyl, 2 methyl, heptene 4-ine. Alright, as you can see here, the substituent for normal substituent, it will be positioned at the front of the parent name, while for alkene, it will be positioned inside the name. Please try this on other questions that you can find in the past year exam questions. Okay, last but not least, another structure. This is for the alkyne compound. So in this case again, okay, I always highlighted that the two guidelines that you need to follow. First one is functional group, and then second one is the longest chain. So in this case, we're going to start the numbering from the left because it will give the lowest number for the position of the triple bond. So we have 5 carbon with an alkyne. So 5 carbon is pentane. So you can pen. The double bond is positioned at carbon number 2 and number 2 and number 3. So we're going to take the lower number. So it will become 2-ine. And we have substituent located at carbon number 4, which is methyl, and carbon number 5 is chloro. Okay, if you want to arrange the name, it will become 5 chloro, 4 methyl, pen 2-ine. Alright, this one is quite straightforward. Okay, the reason why I put the chloro first because it is C compared to M. We're going to arrange them based on the alphabetical order. So to write it down properly, it will become 5 chloro, 4 methyl, pen 2-ine. The pen 2-ine can also be written as 2-pentyne. However, it's always preferable to write down the no IUPAC system. So that's all for this quick tutorial, quick review on the question related to the IUPAC nomenclature. If you have any question, please ask in the Telegram group and we can discuss it there. See you in another video. Goodbye.